This video demonstrates the typical assembly process for the Eeny. Though the finished product could be considered complicated, the patent-pending Eeny was engineered so that a child could put it together by following these simple steps while using only a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, as shown. To start assembly, place the top face down on a carpeted surface. Next, rotate the hinge faces up into their final positions. In the shortest grooves, install the small baffle pieces. Slide one end into place. Then flex the baffle slightly to snap it into the opposing groove. Repeat this process for the other end of the Eeny. The medium baffle is next. With the groove in the baffle facing up, slide it into the next set of grooves. Now install the other medium baffle. In the outermost set of slots, and with the baffle groove facing up, slide the large baffles into place. Shown is one of the center baffles. Unlike the others, this installs with the grooves facing downward. The angled portion of the center baffle faces toward the center of the Eeny. The center baffle is meant to engage with the 3 previously installed baffles. Some slight adjustment may be required to fully engage. Once correctly installed, the center baffle should appear as shown. Repeat this process on the other side. Now all the baffles are in place, and we can begin with the outer structural portions. The outside panels on some models will have a horizontal groove. Be sure to orient the panel so that this groove is on the upper portion of the panel as shown. Engage the outside panel between the recessed areas on the inside of the hinged faces. The center baffle will fit into the vertical groove as the panel is rotated into its final position. At this point, install the screws through the hinged face into the outside panel. Be sure to only tighten the screws enough to close the gaps. Over-tightening will damage the finish. The other side of the panel will also require screws at this time. And repeat this process for the other outside panel. The face panels will be next. If your model has numbers on the inside of your face panels, ensure that each number matches the corresponding location on the hinged face. You can see that number 1 on this demonstration model matches the one shown on the face panel. Other panels will number 2 through 4. The face panels go on easily. Just match up the slots in the panel to the corresponding baffles and the recessed edge on the outside corner of the Eeny. Install the screws into the holes along the corner to hold the face panel in place. Repeat this process for the 3 remaining panels. The inside panels come next. Models with the 4 horizontal grooves as shown will fit into the Eeny with the groove closest to the edge facing down. With the center baffle aligned with a vertical groove and the outer edges of the inside panel engaged in the grooves on the face panels, slide the panel downward. Continue pushing the panel down until the edge is just even with the face panel. This will ensure that the assembly holes in the face and the inside panels are aligned. Once both interior panels are in place, install the corresponding screws. The main structure of the eeny is now completed. Flip it over for the next steps. With the eeny in the upright position, the tray support dowels can be installed. Inside the center baffles are holes sized to receive the tray support dowels. At the bottom of each tray opening is a groove which will eventually cradle the ends of the tray support dowels. Slide the dowels through the holes in the center baffles. Some may be snug fit and will require slight twisting as they are engaged. But the dowels will not engage completely into the face panel grooves at this time, and that's okay. Once all 8 dowels are installed from one side of the eeny, transition to the other side. Grab the end of each dowel and put it up and into the cradle groove below the corresponding tray opening. Finally, each tray support dowel will require screws to secure it to the face panels. Hold the dowel with one hand while installing the screw. The dowel will want to twist if it is not held. Repeat this process for the remainder of the tray support dowels. The 16 Sterilite trays can now be slid simply into place. And your eeny is now ready for you to apply labels to the slots and trays and use.